So this Brown Dust 2 review, half anniversary, a 6 months review. So this guy has been playing for 6 months. So let's listen to what he has to say. As a professional Brown Dust 2 player, let's see if I can evaluate what he's trying to say. All right. So this is Sylvia. Okay, he's trying to show the Sylvia. He's trying to show the draw point. He's trying to show. Okay. So start off with the pros. Fun gameplay. Okay. So a mix between turn-based, tactics, and puzzle. Pretty unique. Alright, decently generous. It's gotten much better, which I do agree. Brown Dust 2, if you play the game since day one, and now, I would say it has a pretty big difference. I think Brown Dust 2 has a bigger difference compared to Nikke from day one till now. I think Brown Dust 2, because Nikke, some of my guides still work back then, but Brown Dust 2, a lot of things they changed to the point that like the guides that I make day one probably doesn't apply anymore. To that sense, right? Because they keep changing so much things, which is good, right? They are improving the game, but it's like it sucks for me because like when I make guides, you know, like the old one are the ones that, you know, people might search up. Let's see, quality of life. The background farming literally kept me from leaving the game back then. Okay, caring developers. What kept me playing was the quick response from the developers to our demands. Okay, good art. One of the best 2D art I have ever seen. All right, culture. Definitely wasn't expecting the level of culture. There's a lot of culture in Brown Dust 2. Too much culture, alright? That you can't play in public. Okay? PT, 200 unlimited during banner. 1 lasts after banner. Okay? Costume system. Costumes are... Okay. I don't know, is this a pro? So he thinks this is a pro. Okay. Costumes are new skill sets for units. I can see why this is a pro because it gives for incentive for the... So it says no one character has many costumes, but the costume are skills itself. So I guess it is a pro. Relatively fast reroll and tutorial. Okay, so these are all the pros. So let's talk about the cons then. Let's talk about the negatives, the downsides. Dupes, there's no comparison to a +5. Okay, but do you need this though? Right? Little to do outside of story. There are events for sure. The PvP is pretty bad. The PvP is pretty bad. I do agree that it's the system itself is fine, right? You fight enemies defense team, but I don't like that there's 40 times. Like you gotta do 40 times. And you can leave it auto for sure, but it feels a bit too much for me. Volatile meta. Too many new ridiculous characters. I'm not sure I agree with this because I haven't fallen off in PvP, so I would assume, and I've always used the same characters even until now, right? Off-banner units. Off-banner units is not a thing unique to this game though, personally, right? Off-banner units can happen to Blue Archive, can happen to Genshin, right? So it is what it is. So yeah, there's that. So all of these things are... I don't agree with this actually, little to do outside story. Actually, there's PvP, there's the Evil Castle, there's events. I think there's quite a number of things, and recently they added some other things as well, right? For the dupes, yeah, I can see that being a problem because the game has PvP. But in most cases, you don't really need it. I don't know why people like to complain about that a lot. But it's something that I see people complain about it a lot. Not because they can't beat the end game content. Nobody I see complain about, oh, you need dupes in this game because you cannot beat an Evil Castle stage, or because you cannot beat a certain stage, right? Or certain boss in the game. Everyone that complain about this is because PvP. And I don't know, it's just what it is, right? PvP, of course, whoever that have a better, you know, better duplicates characters will be able to have an advantage. That's just how it works. But other than that, in PvE, you know, if you just play for PvE, this is not like a big issue, at least for me. Playing since the beta, this is one of the few games I've kept playing for over a month. In fact, for the entire 6 months. Wow. Yes, you already know. I have the most exquisite taste for games among all gacha players in this sub, so you can rely 1000% in my objective review. The game definitely is not perfect, but there's one thing that has made this one of the best games out there. Developers who actually care. Since the beginning, even though it totally had some red flags, the dedication and quick response from the devs have had me giving it a chance over and over again. So what do you guys think? Brown Dust 2, the best gacha game of 2023. Do you guys agree or not? Second. First one is Reverse 1999, second is Brown Dust 2, Third is Honkai Star Rail. Fourth is Arc Knights. Trust him, guys. Trust him. Best huge game. New Diego review just dropped. Current event is sweet and the new Eclipse costume is hot AF. It's a good time for people to start or come back. Ooh. I just started playing. Joined because of the half anniversary and the free +5 costume for Row. I honestly, the new limited banner character was what made me to pick up the most. I watched the live stream and devs seem to care a lot about this game and are pretty generous with the event. I'm enjoying the RPG style maps and the grid-based gameplay. The character art is SSS and I like the idea of using the retro game packs to unlock the new event. I'm hooked for now and I'll probably stick it out for a while at least. Alright. Bronas 2 is not even in the top 10. It is. It's definitely one of the better ones that came out this year. Bronas 2 more than mid-1999. Okay, let's all be honest here. If you talk about games that released this year, right? Let's just serious talk, alright? Serious talk. Everyone is gonna say Honkai Star Rail is number 1. Right? Gacha game of 2023. So I would say Honkai Star Rail is first. Right? It's hard to beat this. I get it. But you would argue that Brown Dust 2 is like either second or third. Because it's either going to be, I've given it a little bit of thought, it's either going to be this or this. Right? What other games that came out this year that you guys think are like very, very good? Like it's either this or this. Like everyone can sort of agree. Like I feel like I at first I thought, okay, is Brown Dust 2 lesser quality compared to which is, okay, here's who I thought is 4th and 5th, and then you guys can tell me if you agree or not. I think 4th and 5th is this one. One of these is 4th and 5th. I don't know which one yet. I still gotta think a little bit. But do you guys agree that Brown Dust 2 and Reverse 1999 is better than Aether Gazer and Outer Plane? I'm talking about like overall system, community overall. Eversoul, really? You don't know about Honkai Star Rail being that high? Why do you think Honkai Star Rail is not that high then? Absolutely better. Outer Plane is dead. Okay, name any other games that came out this year, by the way. Any other games that came out this year that is like can compete with these games in terms of the quality. Like let's be honest, right? Nobody's gonna say like nobody's gonna say this. Like when you play Brown Dust 2 and when you play Echocalypse, can you not feel like Brown Dust 2 is better? Like let's all be honest here, right? In terms of the quality, in terms of the even though it's chibi, it moves around. You play any of these games, you can tell it's going to be better than this. Alright, no hate against Echocalypse, I still play it. Oh, actually Black Clover is pretty good as well, actually, now that I think of it. Yeah, Black Clover is pretty good as well. Yeah, I would say Black Clover is somewhere here, I think. Is Black Clover a better game than Brown Dust 2 or Reverse 1999? I'll have to give it a thought. Echocalypse combat is trash. Dragon Air is pretty decent. I've heard a lot of good things about the game, but isn't that the game that resets every season or something, right? Black Clover don't count, is an anime IP. In terms of revenue, I know one game from JP that just released that have higher than the top 2nd or 3rd. Some people like auto combat. It's not about what you like. It's not about what you like. Like, in this game league, I wouldn't say I like Honkai Star Rail the most. But I can acknowledge that the amount of production quality they put into the game, the amount of marketing, the amount of like the graphics and how the game is presented, you can tell it's top notch. It's not about what you like, it's about what you acknowledge. Like I think people are always very self-centered in terms of giving an opinion. They are always very biased. They can't like look at things objectively and look at Genshin and be like, okay, that's a game that is being, you know, a lot of budget is put into there. And you can hate Genshin all you want, but it's like, you know, that's just what it is. Nikke is not top 3. Nikke did not release this year. I'm talking about games that are released in 2023. Nikke was released last year. That's why it has first anniversary this year. Genshin copy pasta with different gameplay? I don't know, man. Hard to compare Starter with MiHoYo budget to anything else. Then what makes a good game then? Because everyone is going to have different preferences, right? Everyone is going to have different preferences. So what makes a game good? If it's not the quality put into it, that's pretty much what it is. I don't play... Listen, I don't play Elden Ring. I don't play FIFA. But when I look Elden Ring and FIFA, I can tell that, okay, Elden Ring seems to have more effort put into it. FIFA is like, every year is like the same. Are we not able to agree on that? Like, come on. Like, can't you just look at the game and be like objective? Okay, this one is like, okay. You can look at, even if you don't play this game, you can look at this and you can tell there's not much effort put into this game compared to all of this. I think it's not that hard to tell. Baldur's Gate 3, yeah, Baldur's Gate 3. I don't play that game, I've seen trailers of that game. And I'm able to tell that they put effort into the game. And that's how you know if a game is good or not, right? It doesn't have to be something that you like, personally, to be a good game. Which game has the biggest booba character? Always is the best game. But again, this could be like, this could be different for everyone, for sure. Diablo Mobile made a lot of money. You mean Diablo Immortal? It didn't came out this year though, right? Did it came out this year? I think it came out last year. I can't remember. But yeah, it is what it is. There are always some people that bias, but I do think that Brown Ass 2 is definitely one of the better ones. Even if you don't agree that Brown Ass 2 has to be second or third, you can agree that Brown Ass 2 has to be one of the better gacha games that came out this year. Like, at least in the top 5. No way you are disagreeing with that. But, you know, if you can disagree with that, let me know who's the other 4 better games better than Brown Ass 2.